Alright. Hey there. It's been a little bit since my last stream. I think it's been a month and a half, about? I think it's been a month and a half. Something like that. Life has been pretty rough, if I'm so honest. It all started with one Friday. I was like, I don't want to stream because I need to be up early in the morning because I had an appointment for my cat. My dear cat, Jinx. And then it got pretty turbulent pretty fast because it wasn't good. I don't really feel like I need to mention much more other than that it wasn't really good. It kind of really fucking affected me. But I just decided to take a break for a little bit. And then I kept taking a break. And then I think it was like yesterday morning, I'm like, I should stream. However, she's goated. Yeah, she is the best. And yesterday I was like, okay, I should stream. I want to continue this. Cause like, I definitely needed that break. Definitely, I think I did. But also, I just really wanted to keep going. But I'm here now. So we're gonna do it. You don't have everyone does stuff hanging over my head? That too, kinda. So, today, we're gonna be doing the start of the patch content, patch 2.1, which I think is called like A Realm Awoken. Yeah, A Realm Awoken. And depending on how fast it goes, we might do 2.2 as well, but I think I'm just gonna stick to 2.1 for now, just to be sure. But yeah. A Realm Awoken pronouns? Yeah. When it's done, the sooner we get to good storytelling. Yeah, because as soon as we're done this, I'm starting Final Fantasy XII. Alright. I got me my coffee. I got a Coke on standby. Like, we're here. We're doing this. Jack, it pleases me to see you well. Do excuse me for interrupting, Jack. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports have just left. Rug. I understand now why you didn't want me to receive him. You're well to tire. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this morning. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. We were once who worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies. We are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. True and passionate embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. I think I need to up my volume. Sorry, I just noticed it's quiet. That should be fine. Let me know how this sounds, Lexi. The gentleman Tatar spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk, Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not in the interests of individual Eorzeans. Not in the interest of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage can empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure. We cannot expect them to... forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. But I impose upon you to consult the others. They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Alright. Recall you are meeting with the Admirable shortly after Lamenson sent word of the summoning of Titan. And mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merlib that her people had broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had justly responded. That we had been called to intervene in a conflict for which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Lamensons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. On this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Remember when the bodies were there? We're in the other world. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief amongst the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only the Scions would commit their strength to the cause. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Jack. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead is far from clear. I've been receiving a lot of gifts lately, but Papa Limo keeps making me send them back. I wouldn't be so sad, or it wouldn't be so bad, but some of them were really nice. I mean, very nearly abandon your principles nice, you know? None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles, neutrality was ever a delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Ul'dah now, and have done with it. I'm quite sure Ida would enjoy the bribes. Even on later and saying, well, you know, there's reasons for that. 'Tis the lot of the powerful to attract the covetous as well as the needy. Thus doth prudence dictate that those with power proffer aid with one hand, whilst the other resteth ever on their hilt. Alas, we have not the luxury of time to decipher our petitioners' machinations. Nay, not while the beast tribes do labor unseen, defiant in defeat, to raise up their fallen primals once more. Doubt not that they shall return, stronger and bolder both, nor that we shall be the ones to meet them. This sacred charge shall ever be ours. 'Tis but a pity we are so few, and our fortunes so finite. Alphino. Child. The situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Jack. Alphino, Jack, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? As long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors will be denied us unless we cooperate. Ul'dah is no longer suitable, then where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length, and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. To the moon. Or Dona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years. But I truly believe this to be our best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I. Just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... We'll be all Alphino. I'm sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. Leave Ul'dah. Has it truly come to this? Oh, Jack. Pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. Confound it. He knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. What the fuck? Two machetes stuck together? That's so lame. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flamine was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened, that her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. And Philia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth. But as Flamine's absence stretched from months into years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, at any rate. For whatever reason, rumors once again began to circulate that Flamine is alive and well. Wait, one sec. Oh my god, that looks even more garbage than I thought. It looks like something a fucking edgy teenager would draw. I mean, Superman doesn't look like something an edgy teenager would draw. That looks cool as hell. I mean, I guess the rest of them, yeah, but Superman isn't edgy. It's not a cape of fire, it's a cape of dust. And also, if a cape of fire is edgy, like, that is so baseline. One of our informants, Father Illud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress's description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Renfilia's heart might be assuaged. I mean to set forth for Lanasha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Giguruju as to the veracity of these rumors. Forgot to swap my mount back, it's been so long. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, and I can fly now. That's right. Within the hero follows Black Canary hunting down a bow-wielding serial killer. Okay. Okay, that does sound interesting. If, yes, edgy, but it's fine. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikote muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane! I mean, Jack, what brings you to my humble resort? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Hey, gads, woman! If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Oh, for shame. To think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west, or wherever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Giguruju. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. But begin my search by the docks to see if any witnesses have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. We should kill this guy now. Yeah. We bet. Have fun with them. Okay. Oh, if it isn't Jack, the savior of Wineport. What do we owe the pleasure? Yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. It was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due. But her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tasting, you understand. Choose your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. That's a good point. Yeah? You wish to know if I've seen a Makote lass by the name of Flamine? I wish. I haven't seen any lass of any description for far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Okay. Let's ask Shamani. I see you've had many grand adventures since last we spoke, Jack. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago. One does not forget a perfume like that. So robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. Bloom, you say? I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. I love this music, man. Those little intros, like, those more than anything make this feel like a Final Fantasy game. There she is. I need to listen to this music. Man, this music's good. Anyways, Gubu. Goodbye. Hey man, you're that stranger. did not realize my activities had aroused the Gugu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. Songstress will die, I presume. Menphilia, or should I say, Acilia, is looking for you. Acilia? A picture of house, my lady. Yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Menphilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me, more than you know. But tell me, Sojourn's in the forest of Lanasha side. When exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. You imagine I traveled all this way on a whim. As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers to use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you rather interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Good song. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I just begin to imagine what emotions will go through Menphilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Did I miss something? Was this part of the quest that got changed? Hold on. Hold on. I think it was. I think there's supposed to be a quest in between those two, or there was supposed to be a quest where you, like, help Flamine work on her perfume. So it's weird now that it goes from when I deem it so to, alright, we're going now? Alright. That's a weird quest to cut out. Very weird indeed. Yeah. Yeah, weird. Okay. Let us be off on the next ferry. I could finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It'd be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamine. Celia. It's Mom! Aw. I haven't seen her like this in years, Jack. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but I kept you away for so long. The Imperials came for me, as I knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible, followed your every success, and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Celia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. A study of perfume. You remembered. When could I ever forget? I wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I do not think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. No trouble to me, darling. I cannot say the same for Jack, however. Could not have made it without her. Yeah, there's definitely... Oh, weird. That's super weird that they cut that quest. Aw. Thank you, Jack. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident, which claimed his life, happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamine who took care of me then, raised me as their own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamine as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I'm at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Celia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come, and how much further you may still go. Must still go. And your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that the words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you've become, and all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have done yet to do, and of what it may entail. Celia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. I mean, you built it once, Cecilia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphina, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish new headquarters in Revenant's Toll as you proposed. Sorry, I'm just looking at the quest revisions here. Yeah, there was an entire quest removed and a bunch of steps removed from quests that weren't removed. So there's like a portion of that I feel like it should have kept in if they didn't want to change the writing, but they didn't, so I don't know. Weird. Anyways. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldessian. Preparations begin at once. It's all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Revenant's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and in so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. Need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent. Really have no. If I need to concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll. It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphino, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We would be honored to welcome your organization. There you are. Or there are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Jack, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Laughborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Oh well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Jack. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Revenant's Toll, with all haste as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Oh, that lighting looks really good. Jack, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphino has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded, and our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Yippee! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I've come to look forward to Totaru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally formed the alliance leaders of our plans. They have each pledged their full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I've decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. You're sure that is wise, Antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing, I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to meet them. As we have time and again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe you should ask Flamine to teach me the basics of mining too. You ever wonder how he does it? Often, no, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Surely a sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road, and represent us well, Jack. Slaffborn. There's something I need to check first. Yep, I knew it. Goodness. I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Jack. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just have to give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. It's possibly a primal. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. Since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the place. Around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Jack? Sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Everything quite alright, friend? Can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you have seen to your more pressing matters. Is that for me? Yes, I did. Oh, I really didn't save an original version of that. Oops. I fucked something up, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. Oh well. I also learned that there were certain parts of a quest that got removed with the consolidation of Realm Reborn that made certain parts feel really, really weird. Do I still have it here? Yeah, I think I do. Fuck, I'm gonna feel later external. Yeah. There's a Flamine here. Yeah. Oh, well, that does please me more than you know. Sojourns in the forest of the National side wouldn't exactly will the timing be right. When I deem it so, blah blah blah. Anyways, let's continue this conversation. To my daughter waits in Vesper. Yeah, hey, yes, I've kept her waiting long enough. Like, that was fast. And I learned there was like an entire quest where you're basically helping her complete her like perfume she was working on. And having that removed is just makes it feel weird. Messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sand while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to this conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face when she took, or after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or maybe Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain there is nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. This is whole borderline. Sorry, I may not be working on something on the side. But I guess I really don't, which is cringe. Means I might have to work on something entirely new. Awesome. Whatever. Right after. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. An arrival is customarily timed, Jack. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. The talent will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Ryanji says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago, though I had hoped the Moogles guard beyond such follies. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander... Man, I can never remember how to pronounce these damn names. Hilo? He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Jack. Eden Papalimo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Pleasure to see you as always, Captain Brightstar. Thank you for coming so swiftly. I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplokop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. Yes, it is him. The rest you should hear from Kuplokop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Which means I'm gonna need to enlist a particularly firm within containment unit. I don't know how else to phrase that. I need the solid barrel. Or will need the solid barrel eventually. The other signs have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle... No. Firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplokop. Do you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. I forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Jack, and upon such short notice, surely Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. You go to break the brake for emergency glass, but solid barrel's hand breaks it for you from the inside. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kublai has brought us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Mogglemog the 12th has returned to Eorzea. Curious thing to hear, I know. Oh, what the fuck was that? I think a firefly just flew in front of the camera. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Duplo here would have me believe it's the former. Was that a no? Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. The good King Mogglemog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Mogglemog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down. And your point saying like 1k points to have a gnome quickly on across screen? Yeah, that would be great. But I need the fucking average viewer count to be higher than 1 for that to happen. Yeah. So I think I know how to remedy that. It just requires a little bit of begging from my friends. Here should be a Moogle, absolutely. But no, the the dwarves. Sorry, I'm gonna take a moment to talk about Twitch real quick. So in order to reach affiliate, which will, you know, allow for you know, points, subscribing, that kind of thing, I need an average of a minimum of average viewers on 4 different minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days, and I am currently at 3 out of 4, I guess. But I don't know exactly, like, I wish it would tell me which streams are doing which, because, like, apparently it's not just, like, total streams, it's just, like, you know, your 4 best viewing streams. And that's what counts towards it, though it doesn't really say that. Yeah, reach a minimum of 3 average viewers over any 4 stream days in the last 30 days. Days below 3 average viewers don't count against you. So, you know, these Friday streams where I have 1 or 2 viewers don't count. But for my raid streams, which I know get at least 4 viewers a stream, I think I just need to get them to chat or send messages in chat, even if it's just like nonsense. But I'm gonna have to, like, because I know on my Sunday streams for my raid, Many and Cat's static all kind of watch party it, which is hilarious to think of. But so even though I have, like, you know, 6 viewers or whatever, it doesn't really count. Yeah, because stream is weird. Like, sorry, I'm looking at the thing. A minimum of 3 average viewers on 4 different days. And I believe that's like in the last 30 days. Stream summary. What's 30 days ago? I guess it would just be January 20th. Yeah, because I've only had 3 days with more than 3 viewers. February 8th, February 15th, February 19th, which was yesterday. So maybe if on the 22nd here I get an average of 5 viewers, maybe that'll count. But yeah, it's weird. All this to maybe make sense in ad revenue. Annoying too, yeah. But really, all I really want to do is get affiliate so I can do stupid points shit. Like a Moogle running across the screen at Mach 1. Like, that would be hilarious. Current viewership. Like, I don't think I got a fucking email from Twitch or anything. Yeah, no. Nothing yet. Sorry, I'm looking at things. Yeah, okay. Reach a minimum of 3 average viewers on over any 4 stream days in the last 30 days. Days below 3 average viewers don't count against you. Oh my god, I have apparently in the last 30 days, I have an average of 3.9 viewers. What the actual hell? Oh my god. I might have to start begging some people. I'm sorry, I have to BRB for a second. I have to send some messages. Oh. I'm back. Thank you for the follow, Sasha. Oh man. Oh, I really hope I can get that. Like now seeing how close I am, I'm like actually nervous. Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Yeah, pretty much. Hey Suplex, you came just in time. I'm really close to unlocking affiliate. Thank you, Emma. Oh god, okay. Hopefully. I'm rage. Just remind me on Sunday? Yeah, I'll probably send a message again, just to be sure. But yeah. Oh, fuck, I didn't read that. Ah! Damn. And that is how we Moogles came to the land, Kupo. All of us except good King Mogglemog XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens. From what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Mita, lies in the fact that he was summoned. Is it our belief that good King Mogglemog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by beast tribes in the summoning of their gods? Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have promoted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcomed respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely a calm before the storm. I think the Moogles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. Hold on, sorry. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones, and their homes come what may. I assure you, the Moogles Guard only wants to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Mogglemog XII, may his boundless grace fill their hearts with love, they started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the selves who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mooglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Jack, confront good King Mogglemog XII, and drive him out of from our midst. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Moogles Guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Asimion of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Oh, man. Oh man, I'm nervous. Damn it. Why did I have to look that up? Like the next draw where you use magic, don't do it, it'll only hurt you. Does the Moogle fart out of the boing noises? Does the Moogle fart out the boing noises? That's an excellent question. I don't think so. I think it's... no, I'm sure. I'm gonna say yeah. I don't think so. I think that it's just like... You know, like any other animal makes noises, they make it with their mouth. Welcome, Jack. Welcome, you should be the one to face Good King Mogglemog. Oh god. Oh, that was a bad burp. Welcome, Jack. Welcome. That you should be the one to face Good King Mogglemog. Or, sorry, Mogglemog, not Mogglemog. I'm stupid. The 12th is of great comfort to me and the elementals both. As I'm sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Hail to the king, Kupo. Hail to the king, baby. Boards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the selfsame method employed 5 years ago when first the King was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the Guardians, who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the Elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kopp confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Muggles Guard themselves. Yet, wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the... I am muted. What the fuck? Oh no. How long was I muted? Why was I muted? What the fuck? Man. Man. Oh, I'm stupid. I can't have been muted that long, right? Damn it. Like the second dialogue on it. Okay, that's not too bad then. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Return stream going to be a bit of a circus. Yeah. Especially when I'm as nervous as I am. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kopo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Your field, don't bother about the last one. Think twice. Tessie, I don't even think once. Those are some large fucking Moogles. God damn, I forgot they were actually huge. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and that's how you repay us, by consorting with this ARR. Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. What's all the Jolly Rancher? Traitor to his kin's Moogles, he plots treason against the crown. Kupo. Enough! Kuplo Cop will answer for his crimes soon enough. As will all who defy the will of good King Mogglemog the 12th. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purge the 12th foot of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. King Mogged. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the Bramble Patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Moggle's guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them. So you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Oh boy. Escort quest. In the meantime, Solid Barrel, you should go wait at the spot. Never? Alright. Oh, I see. Okay. Malevolent squirrel. Malevolent gabagool. Wow, I didn't one-shot it. Crazy. One step back and one step to the left and forward and back and forward and back and then forward and back and then forward and back and then forward and back. Ba-da-da. Oh, damn. Bonk. There she is. The barrel. The barrel herself. By the way, it's important that you know I did see you at the Rising Stones. That was perfect. I had a feeling, so I looked around, and sure enough. We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Hi, not Kane. Someone asking for 10 beer. Did they actually? That's hilarious. Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to the Aetheryte, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. Rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Alright. Wait, there's a new player here, too. Wonder if they just got out of it. They might have just got out of it. Alright. Where are we? Well, of Embers, Storm March. And now we wait for the queue. So I'm part of a Discord for the Adamantoise Novice Network, and all the mentors in that chat have like Looperit nicknames, and naturally I'm Jacking Way, and then there's another person named Smutting Way. What was one of the other ones I really liked? Yeah, Not a Furry Way. And then of course there's No Fucking Way. Picture of the two people with giant hits like a short person. Bombs with barrel and jack. Alright. Oh god, did I... I forgot to turn on the fucking cutscene thing. Oh no. Oh, I'm stupid. Wait. Girls first, Eve. I wasn't the first one to leave. And so I didn't get a penalty. Leave, Lexi, quick, quick. Quick. Hurry, please. Please. Don't get pulled into it. Oh no, she got sucked into it. No. No, Lexi. I have to wait now. God damn it. Alright, I'm doing it without you. If you get out before my cube pops, we'll go back in. Okay. Next time then. There we go. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god. Kupo? Who in the Seven Hills are they? Battling adventures, I'd wager. Bulls Guard to arms! Defend the King, Kupo! This music's so goofy. Moggle's Day Night Fever. That's just petty. Here it comes. Hail to the king, Kupo! Hail to the Kupo! I mean king. Whoop! Now our battle begins in earnest. Moggle's guard to arms. Your king has need of you. Kupo fucking Po. Sorry, can you tell I really like this song? It's so stupid. Yeah, the goofy ass vocals. God of our land, good king, Mogglemog, good king, Mogglemog. This is yeah, it is peak. That's why it's goofy. Alright. Peak slop. I hate that. They're like, oh shit. Uh oh. And they just fuck off. You only like it because it's good. You did it, Kubo, you did it! Good King Mogglemog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moggle's Guard when you did. Thank you, Jack. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go tell Pooknipak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Raya O at Camp Tranquil. I can relay the news to the chieftain. Okay. But yeah, if I can by some means get to affiliate, holy shit, I'm gonna try and go nuts with the points thing. Oh man, but what would I do for my points? Like, what would I call them? Oh, I should not be thinking about this right now. Oh, I really shouldn't. Oh, but I am. Oh, but I shouldn't. I mean, Gil, yeah, Gil is really simple. And it fits the theme. I could also do mana, since my icon's a white mage. Oh, man. Man. Oh. Or scales. Yeah, I mean, dragons aren't as part of the theme as so much as it is just my theme, I guess. Said the dragon. Yes, I'm saying it's my theme, not the stream's theme. Anyways. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mogglemog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, as fallen. All Mogul kind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Ryo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. You are the stream? Shut up. Who asked you? I just realized that quest was called You Have Selected Regicide. Your bravery and service to the 12's Wood and your Moogles shall not be forgotten, Jack. That opened the chat. My sister will doubtless wish to hear tale of this victory from the mouth of the one responsible. I return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. More chat messages, more Jack. That's true. That is fundamentally true. More chatters means more Jack, too. I just remembered I had to do something. Hold on. Take this, put that there. Take this, put that there. Can I desynthesize this yet? Nope. Okay. Okay, messages me. Don't say that. No. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I was about to say this to the community I've fostered, but no, it's just you, Lexi. It's just you. Oh yeah, I need to show this off. Blah, blah. The outer seats here is expecting you, madam. May I show you in? That's fucking ruined. All I have left is Spider-Man. Yeah, you should read Ultimate Spider-Man 2024. Jack, you return to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhaps the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse. The ether which comprised him instead scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Asians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupo? But they said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago. But Gridanian has no shortage of masked men, and never have I thought to question. Oops. Confound it all. How many times will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one? I don't know that word. Oh, for the gold. God damn it. No, if I ban you, I don't know if it'll count towards my viewers, and that's more important. I'm joking. My heartfelt thanks, Jack. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. What is going on with that lighting? Do you see that? What the fuck? It's definitely more like Mother 3. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter? The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Silence shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant Stoll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Eden and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseeker, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Cloud Strife himself followed me, holy shit. Thank you, Cloud Strife. Now, could you hurry up and make part 3 so we can play that, please? Can you sign my sword? My crackers be with you. I appreciate the crackers. Now. I'm your biggest fan. If I had a gun hand, I would like you to sign it. time to mosey. Let's mosey. I've got a knife and some tape. It's good to see you hale and healthy, Jack. I received word from Ida and Papalima that you had felled good King Mogglemog the 12th, but I'd hoped to hear your version of the tale. It was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. You did get a Cecil sprite, my bad. If you want, though, you should be able to, if I can find my button, I think it's this one? Yeah, there should be a button off to the right-hand side that has like a bunch of different sprites you can go swap between. So if you wanted to look like Cloud Strife, you could. I just think it's super fun. But yeah, Cecil is very based. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Jack. The way it's looking, I might be able to do 2.2 as well today. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is oh goodness, man, I don't know why I'm burping so much. Goodness. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV is really good. I need to, like, it's on my list of games I need to, like, go back and replay. I already replayed 3. I'm replaying 10 right now, and then I want to do, like, those 6 and, or rather, not 6. I want to do 6 again, but 5 and 4 are up on my list to replay. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. Move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. Once you finish the series, replay the whole series on stream. Don't fucking tempt me. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Jack. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it's best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Fix my fear this in I think I know, like, maybe 2 or 3 people with the name, like, username Cloud Strife. And I know that is all just, like, you know, because that's the game you kind of grew up on, you know? Leaves an impression on you. Like, I'm sure if I played all these Final Fantasy games when I, like, grew up, I would probably have a username, like, you know, probably something with, like, Terra. Or fuck, even Titus. First FF I played? Yeah. Oh, okay. Shit, that explains some things. I was like, the way you talk, I feel like it's someone I know, but, oh man. Had a feeling though. Had a feeling it was someone I knew. That explains, yeah. That was Final Fantasy VI. Yep, makes sense. But yeah, anyways. Thou art ever welcome, Jack, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by a concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Be not offended, Jack. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite my surpassing strength, or thy surpassing strength, and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Ah! Oh god. What came that cry? The solar, till forpend the antecedent. Bruh. Jack, you must... What? Tell me, Louisva, would you have done the same? Louisva Levier was a remarkable man, wise beyond moral measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Oh, right. You. An Ascian, here, how readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you're not like the others, your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. You speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come. I only confirmed that which you already knew. There's no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. What are... Ready when you are, milady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange. But I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. The guy just deletes people. No, he deletes himself. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. Her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates, expectation and expectation colors perception, thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few, even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Oh. Mayhap I was indelicate. As a mercy, she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? I take it there's no need to explain. Leave your concern. He did no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Ajay, send words to the students about Desian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascian are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Jack. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Alright. Pray attend me, Tataru. Okay. Boo-da-doo. Oh. Well, that didn't take long. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna die. I'm level 100. Damn, that's crazy. What's he gonna do if you live? Probably nothing. True. You are being judged. Asians. More like little bitches. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. Thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. That was so easy. The laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary. You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it again, or so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Okay. This elite bus is strong. The battle bus. Bum, 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 bum. Thank God you've returned, Jack. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon, he was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. When does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus pretend much, but reveal nothing. They perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hopes for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Build on the stone, aka a realm awoken. Let us set aside the matter of this Asian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan Resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets, while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Alright. A polymorphed goblin. Thank you for the follow. Now the question is, were you polymorphed into a goblin? Or are you a goblin that's polymorphed into something else? And if so, what? From what did you come from, or to which did you become? That is the question, isn't it? I thought thee departed. What end dost thou linger? Inlet Bass? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, okay. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine the antecedent's pain? Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Jack, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you've given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tara will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you've already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of the new Aetheryte in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Boom, boom, boom. What are you doing? You thought you could hide from me? Oh, Jack, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I am pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as Awakening Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Most of the men and women you see around here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say that should make it easier for you to go about your business here. And it shouldn't hurt that Jack here has already made something of a name for herself here. Isn't that so, Jack? More or less. Well, it's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat, despite the relocation. And with that, Jack, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Yeah, but it says no entry right on the door. I really like this place. Oh, it's so nice. Yo, entry. An old alternate. My shawl is over here. Oh my goodness. Gods, Jack. We bards are an easily startled lot. What a nerd. Yeah, victory. Thor. Oh, it's fine, Hori Boulder. You're fine. Oh, it's the Adventurers Guild folk. Well, it is certainly spacious. Oh, I didn't click. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean Alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! Yippee! Moment of your time, Jack. I would speak of Elidibus. Oh, hey, Ariange. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. If never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But those who lack the gift and knowledge, and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. It is possible that the others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Ochre or Poos? Poos? Hold on, I'm actually curious. How is this word pronounced? Use. I don't know what it is, but it's pronounced use. And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I had thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures, and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt the Elidibus spoke true. Yet, there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Jack. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Oh, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. This is scary. I gotta go. Good night, Superlex. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. And I believe that's the end of 2.1. But for anyone watching the VOD, I'm probably going to cut this up so that the video will end roughly about here, and then the next one will start. For anyone watching the VOD, thanks for watching.